Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Richie, and as most of you guys probably do not know, is that I'm actually going to school to be a graphic/web designer. So I thought I would make this video about the 10 basic, most essential things that you will need if you're thinking about majoring in graphic/web design. Number 1. So you're definitely going to need a laptop. It's just going to make your life a lot more easier. I know that the college campuses do provide computer labs, so unless you want to be living your entire life inside of that computer lab, you're going to want a laptop because you're going to be doing mostly all of your work digitally on a computer, and you're going to want to do it at home and at school. A laptop just makes it a lot easier. Me, I have a MacBook Pro, which is amazing. I love it. Highly recommend getting a Mac. You don't have to get a Mac if you do not like Apple. You can also get a Windows. Same thing. It's not going to be a big problem. Most software is compatible with both, so just whatever you prefer. But I do highly recommend getting it. Number 2. So you're definitely going to need a DSLR camera because they're going to require you to take a photography class, or either one or two of them, so you're going to need one. They're a little bit expensive, so you definitely don't need to get like a 70D or an 80D Canon or like the high-end Nikon or something like that. You can get by with a relatively older camera. Like I myself have a Rebel T3i, which is a fairly old camera, but it does everything that I need it to do. It takes pictures, it shoots in RAW, and it also takes video. So I would recommend, if you can find a T3i, I know Canon, I don't think they make them anymore, so if you can find them used or something on eBay or Amazon, I'm sure you can get them for fairly cheap, or any of the Rebel series. Don't think that you need to get a super expensive camera. This is one of the places you can definitely save a lot of money if you just get a used older camera. Number 3. You're gonna need a good backpack. You're gonna need one that can carry a lot of stuff. Here's mine that I have right here. I have a big pocket in front. I have a big pocket. If I can open it. I have a big pocket in front where I can put, like, you know, loose cables and stuff that I need, you know, to charge my phone, USB-C cables, USB 3.0 cables, flash drives, memory cards, all that. I can just throw that all up in there. I actually have a pocket right here where I put all my pins and stuff that I need for my art classes. I don't know if this is specifically to put a hard drive, but my hard drive fits, so I put it in here. You're gonna want a bag that has laptop slots. I think most packs probably have them nowadays, but you're gonna want to make sure this is big enough to fit the laptop that you have in there. This one fits a 15-inch laptop, and when I put mine in there, it like barely fits. It definitely will not fit any bigger than a 15-inch laptop. Yeah, so make sure you get something that has a lot of padding and stuff, and that has comfortable straps, because when you're carrying around a laptop, a tablet, a camera, and stuff like that, it can tend to get really, really heavy. So you're definitely gonna need something that is comfortable, you know, will handle all that weight. So number 4, you need a really good sketch pad or notepad, because you're gonna be sketching a lot of stuff out, especially when you get inspiration and ideas. So I have one right here. It's like a YouTube notebook. I use it to sketch down ideas whenever I get ideas for like videos or like designs and stuff like that. It has a pen, you know, pen holder on the side, and it came with a pen, so I always have one when I need it. I also have a pocket one, so a pocket one is always good. I recommend field notes, especially one that doesn't have lines on it, especially if you're gonna sketch. This one has lines on it, which is good for like writing stuff down, but if you're gonna be like sketching and stuff, you kind of just, it'd be nice to have like a blank page. I have this one right here. This one is nice, especially for web design, because it kind of just has like a mock-up of a browser that you can just like sketch right into. It has a phone right here. You can kind of sketch your mobile design right. So this is cool, so you can quickly sketch something out. I can't remember the site that I got this from, but if I do remember, I'll definitely link it down in the description down below. Number 5, the Adobe Creative Suite. Yeah, so the Adobe Creative Cloud is actually a subscription service now. You can't just buy the entire suite and install it on your computer and have it forever anymore. You gotta pay monthly for it. What's nice about that is you always have the latest version of any of the Adobe software, so they're always coming up with updates and stuff. The nice thing about being a student is that you only have to pay $20 a month instead of paying, I think it's like $40 or $50 a month, which is like the standard price. But this you will definitely need. There's no way around it. You're just gonna have to get this. All right, number 6. This is something that I highly recommend. You could get away with not getting this, but it would make your life a lot more easier if you have one of these. And that is like a Wacom tablet. This one is actually like a really, really old one. It does everything that I need it to do. Comes with this pen and this is the magic of having a tablet. So you get a pen, you can physically like draw stuff on your computer, or you can mask stuff by hand with a pen. So it's a lot easier than just using your mouse to like do really precise like design movements and stuff like that. So it'll make your life a lot more easier if you have this. And this is like the Intuos 3, which is fairly old. I know they have like a bunch of models that have come out after this. If you can find a really good used one like this, like it'll do everything you need it to do, and it'll be a lot cheaper than buying a brand new one. Number 7. So you're gonna want to get a nice pair of headphones. You're gonna wanna spend a little more money on some headphones, get some nice ones that are comfortable, that are gonna do, you know, what you need them to do, whether that's Bluetooth or whether that's over the ear, noise canceling, something like that. You're just gonna want a good pair of headphones because you're gonna be listening to a lot of music when you're in the library, when you're designing in the computer lab. I mean, listening to music while I design, you know, really gets me motivated to keep going or inspires me or something like that. So you're gonna do a lot of listening to music. So number 8. So I highly recommend getting an external monitor. It is not 100% necessary, but I highly recommend it. It is a lot easier on the eyes if you have a bigger screen to work on. You don't have to get a super expensive one. Like my first one was the Acer 1080p 24-inch monitor, which I got for just a little over $100 on sale. It might have been like 120 or something. So they run fairly cheap, especially if you get a 1080p monitor. But I do recommend getting 2 monitors, which will make your life so much easier, especially in school, especially when you're working on multiple projects or you have your instructions that you have to follow to a T on a project and you reference them a lot and you don't want to be digging through all the windows that you have open. It's nice just to have them up on a separate screen where you can just look up and back at your work. Otherwise it gets really frustrating really fast when you have a ton of windows open and you have to dig through everything. And if you can't afford it, I do recommend getting a 4K monitor because that even gives you more space. I recently just got one and I love it. I don't know what I would do without it. I don't even know how I function without having one when I just had a 1080p one. I got mine on sale actually. I got it for $400 at Best Buy. It was like $100 off. Kind of broke the bank when I got it, but it was definitely worth it. So whenever you can, I definitely recommend getting a 4K one. Number 9. This is one of, or if not, the most important thing on this list to get, and that's an external hard drive. You're gonna wanna get one of these because it will save your life in college. Even as a regular college student, you're definitely gonna wanna get one of these because computers die. I can't count how many times I've seen classmates' laptop die and them just lose everything, all of their projects and everything for their school, you know, like in a blink of an eye, and they've had to redo everything because they did not have it backed up. They're actually fairly cheap if you just get a regular hard drive one. I think this one was like $70 for a 2 terabyte. They go on sale right before school starts, so on Amazon or Best Buy you can get it for really cheap. Number 10. Finally, at the end of this list, for number 10 is a good smartphone, especially for a design student, more specifically web design. You're gonna need a good smartphone because you're gonna wanna look at your design mobile site on a physical smartphone. I know that computers and stuff can simulate a smartphone and it'll put it in like a really small screen or whatever and you can look at it on your screen, but it's a night and day difference seeing it from your computer screen and then on your smartphone. So there's gonna be a lot of things that you miss looking at. There's a lot of stuff that you can miss when looking at it on a computer screen and then going to your smartphone, and the things may not like line up right, or they may not look right, or things may not even work when it's on a touchscreen. So as long as you have a decent one, it doesn't have to be super up to date or super new, or even an Apple one. You can have a good Android one, and as long as it can run the latest apps and it runs, you know, fairly fast and it's not going to cause a headache, then you're golden. So alright, so those are the top 10 basic things that you will need if you're thinking about becoming a graphic design student or graphic design in general. Also, if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to ask them down in the comments down below, anything about college or the graphic design major, or even trade school, because I went to a trade school before. So yeah, if you guys want to know anything like that, be sure to put it down there in the comment section down below, and be sure to smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe for these videos every week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Aside from my soul,